Hello, hello. This is Point of View with Shirley Polk. It's a wonderful day. That's Polk. Point of View with Shirley Polk. Right here on the World Wide Web. I am so thankful to God for blessing me to be here today, to be able to come into your homes, into your phones, wherever you are watching and listening to me. It's a privilege and a blessing. My telephone number is 214-403-7563. 214-403-7563. I am so thankful for everything that's going on in my life, everything that God has allowed in my life, because I know that He has me covered under His wings of love and mercy, protection, and you too. So just remember to find yourself praising God, acknowledging God. Find yourself forgiven because you have repented of your sins and live a great life. Not that problems won't come, they will come, but I tell you, God always gives us an answer to the problem. He brings us through it a better person. Believe that because I know it to be a fact. I love you. This is Point of View with Shirley Polk, as I'm repeating, 214-403-7563. And we're talking about a strong woman, being a strong woman, and I am so excited about this. I am in WikiHow, and it's telling us how to be a strong, independent woman. How to be a strong, independent woman. And so many of us are, well, some of you might say, well, I already know how to be a strong, independent woman. And that's good. That's really good. But there are so many who need a little more coaching on how to make sure that they're being a strong, independent woman. We can help each other. And so that's why I come on each and every day that the Lord allows me, because I want people to get information that I am blessed to get to, because everybody does not have time to go and research, and some don't take the time to go and research the things that will help us in life. And that's why God put people like me here, and like these writers here on this earth, so that we can take up the slack for the people and bring it directly to them. Isn't that wonderful? How to be a strong, independent woman. And there are 6 parts to this. There's practicing assertiveness, taking charge of your sexuality, taking care of your health, managing your finances, following your passions, contributing to your community. And then there are some questions and answers, and I might and might not go into the questions and answers. Okay, being a strong, independent woman means that you are able to find happiness on your own. It's a fact, okay? Being a strong, independent woman means that you are able to find happiness on your own. You have self-confidence without having to rely on another person or society for validation. Now, it means emotional independence and being able to have healthy relationships with others without falling into codependent patterns. It means learning to express who you are at your core, whether you are shy and self-spoken or loud and assertive. In either way, okay, what it does is helps you to be who you are, express who you are. And this is WikiHow, okay? And WikiHow. It means learning to express who you are at your core, whether you are shy and soft-spoken or loud and assertive. And you don't need to try fitting a certain mold. And so that's what I try to get people to understand. You don't have to fit a certain mold. Be yourself. Be yourself, okay? Now we're going to learn how to embrace the woman that you are and who you want to become. Embracing the woman you are and who you want to become. Now we're going to practice assertiveness, okay? Put yourself first. Put yourself first. We're talking about practicing assertiveness, putting yourself first. When you notice yourself needing something, whether it is intimacy, affection, or attention, give yourself what you need. If you need attention, take a day to pamper yourself in some way. If you need intimacy, spend time writing in a journal or exploring nature. If you need affection, give yourself affection by thinking about what you love about yourself or taking yourself out for dinner and a movie. See there? Practicing assertiveness, okay? Now, the more easily you can meet your own emotional needs, the healthier your relationship will be because you will know and understand yourself and be better able to express yourself to your partner whenever that comes, or if you already have one, or however, okay? Now, but you first, practicing assertiveness, you first, okay? Don't compare yourself to other women. Don't compare yourself to other women in an unhealthy way. I'll say in an unhealthy way, okay? Now, having a female role model to look up to is great. It is, it really is, okay, to a point. So just be careful that you don't fall into jealousy. Although jealousy is natural to some degree, Western society tends to exacerbate female jealousy through advertisements and films that feature unrealistic standards, okay? They try to trap us, okay? Now, this jealousy and cattiness is called relational aggression. You hear that? Relational aggression. Studies have shown that media plays an important role in modeling relational aggression in women. Women who are victims of relational aggression are more likely to suffer from low self-esteem and feel rejected and lonely. The result is a culture of women who feel insecure and unhappy with themselves. We're talking about practicing assertiveness, okay? Now, next, recognize when you experience jealousy. The first step to overcoming jealousy is to recognize when you are experiencing it. Now, if you find yourself reading a magazine and comparing your own body to those of the models, stop for a moment. Do you compete with everyone you see in the street? Or do you compare them to movie stars or magazine models? Okay, probably not. So spare yourself that judgment too. Models are people who happen to have features that make a good fit for what magazines are looking for, and they are people who are dedicating their lives to modeling as a job. They are no better or worse than you. Understand, okay? Practicing this assertiveness. The third part of this is set clear boundaries. Set clear boundaries. This is very important, okay? Set clear boundaries. Set clear boundaries that prioritize your own needs. For example, set boundaries with regards to as how much time you spend with someone or the kinds of criticisms you are not willing to hear. Set your boundaries, okay? Be bold. We're talking about a strong woman, a strong woman. Set your boundaries. You're practicing assertiveness, okay? Now be sure you have other things going on in your life outside of any romantic relationship, whether it is school, work, friends, a fitness routine, or your family. Set clear boundaries with the individual and communicate to this person your need to be your own independent person. Once the boundaries have been discussed, stick to them. Stick to them. Don't let people sway you away, deter you from your boundaries. That's when you start falling into their being dependent on someone else, okay? Please practice assertiveness. Now, the fourth part of this section is stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. And so many times we're apprehensive about uh, standing up for ourselves because we don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings. But what about our feelings? We have suffered so much, so many times because we didn't want to hurt somebody else's feelings, but then they didn't care anything about hurting ours. I think ours, thinking that they're right. Okay? Now, stand up for yourself. Whether you are a man or a woman, you will have to learn to fend for yourself in the real world if you want to avoid being taken advantage of. You must learn how to stand up for yourself at school, at work, and in your social life. You must learn how to stand up for yourself. Work on asserting yourself. Work on asserting yourself. Don't be ashamed or apologetic about asserting yourself. Assertiveness is the middle ground between passivity and aggression. Okay? Assert yourself. Assert yourself. Be assertive. Take care of you. All right? We're talking about a strong woman. And a strong woman. People who are effectively assertive are more happy in relationships and have higher self-esteem. Use I statements, okay? Use I statements. Don't feel like you're being selfish. Use I statements, okay? These types of statements are less accusatory, and instead they convey that you are taking responsibility for your own actions and feelings. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you can say, "I feel ignored when you constantly check your phone while talking to me." And we see a lot of that today, okay? Or say talking with me, okay? Now, learning to say no. Put your own needs first instead of always trying to accommodate other people first. If someone keeps asking to borrow money, for example, you can decline their request. If a friend keeps borrowing your car, you can tell her that the car is not available for her anymore. You can do it. Be assertive. Take care of yourself and your own business. Alrighty? All right. Number 5, believe in yourself. This is so important. Believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect other people to believe in you? You first. Me first. Okay? For me first. You first for you. All right? 5, talking about practicing assertiveness. Believe in yourself. When you believe in your abilities and your achievements, then you will convey strength. Pursue what you need and want. When you lack confidence or play the victim, you risk letting others walk all over you instead of getting what you need and want. That is so, so true. Number 6, this is so good. This is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to me. All right. Now, number 6, we're still in practicing assertiveness. Let people know when they have hurt your feelings. Let them know. If somebody betrays you in any way, be sure you let him or her know. It can be a difficult thing to share your emotions, especially when you feel hurt and angry, okay? But telling the other person how you feel may help prevent the person from repeating the behavior in the future. Now, for example, you might say, I felt hurt when you said my article was biased. I'd be happy to listen and incorporate feedback, but I can't do anything with name calling. All right, hey, that's pretty good in a civil tone, civil manner, okay? All right, let me go to number 7. Address disrespectful and offensive comments. And I tell you, some people can really, really, really do this offensive stuff, all right? And then expect you to just take it. All right, now, address disrespectful and offensive comments. If you hear somebody making a sexist, racist, or otherwise disrespectful comment, don't let it slide. This doesn't necessarily mean engaging in an argument. All right? You don't have to fuss and cuss and all that stuff with them, okay? But you don't cuss anyway, do you? All right. Calmly tell the person that what he or she said is not appreciated. Please don't talk about other women like that. That's an example. Could we please avoid negative comments about Muslims? That's one. Why do you feel that way? A question. Ask a question. Why do you feel that way? Some people just don't know. They really don't know. And then some people become offended when you ask them why and they really don't know. So that's why I said don't get into an argument. You don't have to argue with people, okay? But you be strong. You be strong, okay? Number 8, learn to recognize codependency. If you are codependent, you might find that the relationship defines your life. You might obsessively think about the other person and wait to make a decision. You might obsessively think about the other person and wait to make a decision until you've checked with him or her. Strive to overcome codependency by staying alert for the following signs. Here we go. These are the signs, okay? Talking about recognizing codependency. Strive to overcome codependency by staying alert for the following signs: low self-esteem, people-pleasing, poor boundaries, reactivity, caretaking, control, dysfunctional communication, obsessions, denial, problems with intimacy, and painful emotions. Recognizable things, okay? Now, we go to number 9. We go to number 9. Embrace the uniqueness of yourself and others. Very important, very important. Even though everything in here is very important, this is very, 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 very important. Embrace the uniqueness of yourself and others. You have to recognize and embrace your uniqueness. You're not supposed to pattern yourself after everybody else. Now, there are people in this world who have good points, okay, and we learn from other people, but embrace your uniqueness, okay, and others' uniqueness, all right? So try to cultivate compassion and happiness for the fact that everyone is talented and gifted in her own way, including you. Every woman has her own best assets, whether it is her math skills, painting abilities, or leadership skills. Embrace the skills and resources you have and love yourself for having them. If you think someone is talented, let them know. And that's one thing I do. When I recognize that someone is talented, if the Lord leads me to tell them, I will. I love encouraging people. I love to encourage people and push them in their gifts and their talents. I love it. It doesn't take a thing away from me. Not one thing. As Elder Davis would say, not one iota. Okay? Now, number 2, we're talking about taking charge of your sexuality. Practicing assertiveness, taking charge of your sexuality. Okay? Now, be comfortable with your body the way it is right now. Be comfortable with your body the way it is right now. We can't do anything about the way it is right now if we feel like we need to. So be comfortable with your body as it is right now. All right? A lot of women have some degree of discomfort with how they look physically, especially when naked. By golly, you're right. Okay, it can be difficult to become more comfortable in how you look, but try focusing on a part of your body that you like. Think about different parts of your body and how they look right for your body. All right, talking about your body. Okay, now focus less on what your body looks like and more on what it can be. If a partner or your partner It's critical of how you look. Assert yourself by telling them that you find their comments unsupportive. See, there's always a good, intelligent, kind, tactful way to tell the people, okay? But let me tell you, being a strong woman, you have to stand up for yourself. And if they can't take it, like you say, I feel you're being unsupported. If they can't understand that, you got to make it a little more clear. Like, hey, I don't like what you're saying about me. That's not right. I'm offended. So don't do it anymore. If it comes to that point, hey, do it. All right? Take charge of your sexuality. All right? Communicate your needs to your partner. When engaging in intimacy, communicate your needs to your partner clearly. Loving yourself and honoring your sexuality means telling your partner what you like and what is off limits. You have to. You have to. I don't like that. This is not for me, so I want you to respect that. And whatever is not for you, I will respect that, okay? Now, you can say something like, I like when you touch me there, or I like when you cuddle after sex, okay? If something is uncomfortable, say so. I'm not comfortable with that, or that hurts, or these are reasonable things to say, okay? These are reasonable things to say. Now, number 3, we're taking charge of our sexuality now, okay? Now, honor your sexuality. Honor it. Don't be ashamed of wanting to have a sexual side. Empower yourself to embrace your own sexuality in whatever form it takes, and choose partners who facilitate and uphold healthy sexual practices. All right? And this is grown folk stuff, okay? But we have to teach it to the children too when they're old enough to understand. Talking about strong women, not being codependent, taking charge of yourself, your sexuality, practice assertiveness, okay? This is what we need to do. We have to do. We'll be happier and healthier, okay? Number 4, don't be afraid to say no. I used to be apprehensive about saying no, but now I will say no in any situation, okay? I have no problem with it now, okay? Because I practice assertiveness now. It took me years and years to get to where I am now, but I'm here now by the grace of God. Hallelujah. Number 4, don't be afraid to say no. Just about every woman at one point or another encounters a person who wants to take advantage of their sexuality or her sexuality. It is important to learn both how and when to say no to someone who is making unwelcome advances at you. Don't let sexual assault go unnoticed. 1 in 5 women and 1 in 71 men are raped in their lifetime. Do you hear that? 1 in 5 women and 1 in 71 men are raped in their lifetime. So don't let sexual assault go unnoticed. Don't let it go unnoticed. If someone forces themselves on you, reach out for help. Society has taught women to feel ashamed and embarrassed for being molested or assaulted, even going as far as to claim that some women are asking for it. We've heard all of this stuff about other women, and sometimes maybe you've been in a situation where you say, well, it's your fault. You shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have put yourself in that position. People can say all kinds of things because they don't have what it takes to deal with the person who's been through. And so that's why some people need to just be quiet, just shut it up. All right? Okay, now, letting someone get away with a sexual crime teaches them that it's okay to do it again in the future. And that is so true. We're going through something right now, something that's very public right now in the United States. And, it's years old and everything. And many of us women have things that we have kept to ourselves for decades. And then, hey, it is what it is, okay? Number 5, we're talking about taking charge of your sexuality. Report sexual harassment in the workplace or at school. And oh my God. Remember that reporting these kinds of acts is not just for your own good. It could prevent the person from harassing others in the future because you don't know how many were before you and how many will come after you. All right? Oh my God. Next section, part 3, is taking care of your health. Now that taking charge of your sexuality is something else, isn't it? This is so good, and this is in WikiHow. Okay, WIKIHOW. Okay, taking care of your health. Taking care of your health. Get enough exercise. Staying in shape improves your overall health, your mood, and your energy levels, which will improve your performance in all aspects of your life. Regular exercise can help prevent diseases such as heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, and it can also help with management of chronic disorders like asthma and back pain. Everyone is different, so make sure to discuss with your doctor what kind of exercise goals are safe for you. For you, all right? You don't have to be an Olympic champion to be in good shape. Go for a jog around the neighborhood, take your dog for a walk, or go for a bike ride. Even gardening can be good exercise. You don't have to go and do all the strenuous stuff all the time. Even gardening can be a good exercise because you're digging, you use your hands, you use your legs. Hey, it's really good. So we're taking care of our health in this section, okay? Number 2, eat healthy, nutritious foods. A healthy diet, like exercise, can help prevent disease and increase your mood and energy. Everyone is different and can have varying dietary requirements. Talk with your doctor or certified nutritionist to develop a plan appropriate for you. As a general rule, eat lots of fresh vegetables and fruits. Eat whole grains and proteins. Avoid processed and fried foods. And cut down on refined sugars. Taking care of your health. This is really good. Number 3, in part 3, get enough sleep. Sleep deprivation can affect your health and mood. Aim to get at least 7 or 8 hours of sleep so that you can function at your best every day. Now, I used to live next door to an elderly gentleman in Denison, and he said a lot of wise things to me, things that I've never forgotten. And one thing he said is when he was growing up, and his mother told him, his parents told him, the number of hours you work should be the number of hours you sleep. That's what he told me. He said, if you work 8 hours, sleep 8 hours. Make sure you get that rest. And I believe that's beneficial. I really do. Many of us can't do it like that now because of other obligations and things like that. But get as much sleep as you possibly can, okay? So that you can function at your best every day. Every single day. Okay, now number 4, understand your health. You must understand your health, okay? Personal strength is manifested physically, mentally, and emotionally. If you want to be strong, if you want to be a strong, independent woman, you need to look no further than your own body. Okay, this is cisgender women and men face different health risks and challenges because of biological differences. I've never seen that word before. So you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to find that word. Cisgender. Let me do that. Got to do that. I'm going to put something out here that I don't understand. So let me do that. Okay, let me find it in the dictionary. Let's see. Search. Okay, here I go. I'm going to find this right now. Yes. Oh, wow. It means it's cisgender or cissexual. It's CISGENDER, often abbreviated to simply CIS. Describes related types of gender identity perceptions where individuals' experiences of their own gender agree with the sex they were assigned at birth. All right. Okie dokie. Now let me get on back to my topic here. So that's cisgender. How about that? My. That's amazing. Okay, so cisgender women and men face different health risks and challenges because of biological differences. Aside from biological differences, there are some other disparities in cisgender women that cisgender women are exposed to simply because they are women. For example, until recently, most medical research was conducted using only male subjects. When a disease or disorder presents differently between genders, like heart attack, for example, the medical research was unable to accurately define symptoms for women. Thankfully, medical research is quickly catching up and using more women as subjects in studies. Now that this information is more readily available, it's important that strong, independent women utilize it. Next, get regular checkups with your doctor. Be sure to bring up any concerns you have about your health. And remember, like they said, we can go to the doctor, and then the doctor said, well, is there anything you want to talk about? Is there something you want to ask me? And then you're sitting up there and you know something is going on, but then you say, no, everything's all right, everything's all right. They have a commercial now that pushes you. Okay, now you ask this and you ask that to this one and that one and the other. Now you're at the doctor where you need to be. You complain about this and that. So ask the doctor. Tell the doctor what's going on with you right now. All right? Taking care of your health. Thank you, God, for good, perfect health. I thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Managing your finances. Hey, here we go. Number 4, that's part 4. Number 1 on this part is foster financial independence to the extent that's possible in your circumstances. In your circumstances. Remember, we're talking about being a strong woman, and we have to make sure we take care of ourselves in every aspect of our lives. So now we're talking about our finances. The independence that comes with your ability to earn your own income, start your own bank account, and buy your own property is something women have been and still are in some parts of the world deprived of. Question the assumption that you need to depend on others for financial security. Take money management course. Take a money management course for finance. For basics. You can learn it online. Or find your class if you don't want to do it online. Okay, but if you need to, take money management classes. Make a budget for yourself so that you can meet your necessary expenses. I'm trying to keep a budget and trying to manage it more and more each and every day, okay? Save about 10 to 20% of your income. Save about 10 to 20% of your income. Okay, and then another thing is, sometimes we're so overwhelmed with paying the bills. This got to be paid, that's got to be paid, and we neglect to pay ourselves. So I learned some years ago, pay yourself first. Give yourself some of your own money. You pay you first. Me pay me first. Okay? Do it. Okay. Now, number 2. Don't be afraid to ask for a raise. If you're on the job, if you want a raise, don't be afraid to ask for it. You deserve it, okay? Or do you? Women are less likely than men to ask for a raise. When they do ask for a raise, they ask for less money than a man typically would. Fall back on your assertiveness, training, and don't be afraid to ask for the raise that you deserve. Don't be afraid, okay? Now, we're into the fifth part here, following your passions. Following your passions. Number one, study what you want to study. Don't let societal norms influence which subjects you choose to study. Okay? Often society pushes women into certain fields like English, the fine arts, teaching, nursing, and other helping subjects, while men are pushed into other fields such as science, math, and technology. So you don't let society determine what you want to do. If you have in mind what you want to do, you do that. Okay? Now, more and more schools are pushing for women's greater involvement in STEM subjects like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics because the number of women in these fields is extremely low, despite the fact that there is plenty of interest. If you're interested in physics, go for it. If computers make you happy, dive in and learn all you can about technology. Don't let prescribed gender, okay, roles interfere with your desire to learn more about a particular subject. By all means, follow your favorite subject. If you like music, follow that. If you like math, follow that. Follow your passions, okay? Follow your passions. Number two, become a lifelong learner. Remember that not all education has to be formal, for example, attained through an institution like a university. I tell people that. I study every single day. Something. I'm reading, I'm studying, I'm learning things. And it's not all from an institutional uh, organization like a university, a college, or something. Learn, read, learn, practice, okay? Now, keep up with current events in politics, science, and technology. Read books, like both fiction and nonfiction. Learn another language. Watch documentaries and so on. Aspire to learn about new subjects throughout your life. Don't just stop. Oh, I'm too old to learn something new. No, 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 no. You're not. You're not. Okay? You're not. Learn something new. Follow your passions. Number three, embrace your own style. Embrace your own style. Being an independent woman means dressing the way you want, regardless of what people around you are telling you to wear. Now, I have to interject here. Dress modestly, and you don't need to show everything you have, like your private parts and all that. You can be so dressed and comfortable and so sophisticated, but be yourself, okay? Okay, be yourself. But this is just me. You don't need to show your cleavage. I say cleavages, okay? You don't have to show that. You don't have to show your tattoo. All right? You don't have to do that to be a well-respected, attractive woman. Okay, that's what I interject. This is Point of View with Shirley Polk, 214-403-7563. I welcome your comments. Okay? I welcome them. Embrace your own style. Use fashion as a way to express your mood, your taste, and your creativity. Many times throughout history, women's fashion choices have been dependent on the social and cultural norms of the time period. At one point in U.S. history, tightly pulled corsets were the norm, and it was a social taboo for women to wear pants. We live in an era in which women have much more freedom of choice for their clothing and dress. So embrace the freedom. When deciding what to wear, you should take into account your body type as well as your personal taste. Body type has so much, it has everything to do with it and to do with good taste. Okay, as well as your personal taste, okay? Contributing to your community. Contributing to your community. Let's say a little bit about this dressing and everything. I I don't know. I see some women in public with clothes on that they shouldn't have on. I know they're expressing themselves, but some are so revealing, some are so, I mean, just not for that body type. And so, okay, we can do better, and we should do better. Okay? All right. 214-403-7563. Contributing to your community is section 6, part 6. Contributing to your community. Number 1, give to others. Give to others. And my computer's moving a little slow right here, so I'm trying to get back to that topic. Give to others. If I can get back there. Come on, computer. Come on, we're doing so well. One of the best ways to exert your strength is to give back to those who are less fortunate than you. You don't have to be rich or affluent to make a positive impact in your community, so start small. Don't start something that you can't keep up, all right? Now, in 2010, or in a study in 2010, on volunteering, giving back to the community, it was found that of those who participated in the study, 68% had better physical health, 89% had increased sense of self-worth and well-being, and 73% experienced reduced stress levels than participants who did not give back. All right? Now, so do something for your community. Do something out there. All right? Do something. Number 2, consider volunteering in your community. Nonprofit organizations in your community will welcome volunteers and support. Identify what issues you are most passionate about, such as animals, the arts, children, sports, etc. Choose a place that you enjoy and feel like you're making a difference. For example, volunteer at a soup kitchen, your local SPCA, or other community development programs. Research a charity before getting involved with it. Some groups are considered to do more harm than good. Right. Research them, okay? That's a good thing. Research them. Number 3, practice random acts of kindness. You don't have to become a formal volunteer to give back. If you see somebody in need, then help them. Even as small an act, or a small act can brighten someone's day. For example, help someone carry groceries or hold open the door for someone. Do something kind for someone, okay? Now, support other women. Too often women are ashamed, judged. They're ashamed, judged, or put down by other women. So true, so true, so true. Instead, women can uplift each other and empower every woman to be exactly who she is without judgment or comment. We can help each other. We can help each other. All right? 5, educate other women and girls about being strong and independent. Educate other women and girls about being strong and independent. Teach them about being assertive, building leadership skills, loving themselves, and standing up for themselves and others. Be a good role model to them. This is very important. Be a good role model. be a mentor for girls organizations in your community or a girls organization in your community. So it might be a young girl who participates in a sport that you like, or it might be a high school senior getting ready to go to college. You help somebody, okay? Help somebody. This is WikiHow. WikiHow.com. And this, oh my, how to be a strong woman. This is wonderful. Oh man, I really like this. How to be a strong woman. So you enjoy the remainder of your day. This is Point of View with Shirley Polk. 214-403-7563. 214-403-7563. You're a wonderful person. I love you. Enjoy the remainder of your day, your night, your evening, your morning, whatever it is. Enjoy. God loves you. Always remember that God loves you. He's looking out for you. Okay?